Today is Thursday, September 21st, and spreading some fertilizer on shedder. We are doing phosphate and potash, but we're doing variable rate. But I have to go over everything twice because we got it in two different tenders and we only have a single bin spreader. But right over here, y'all can see this is what our map look like. This is spreading the potash right now. So wherever it's dark, as y'all can see, it's zero. Like, let me get back in here. So y'all can see we aren't putting any fertilizer down now. On our next pass over, we're gonna do a little bit. But the spreader is adjusting the belt speed and whatnot according to what that map is telling it. So this is the first time that we are doing variable rate. I'm really glad that we are doing it, because otherwise we would just do a flat rate over 300 acres, doing 150 pounds to the acre, and spending a bunch of unnecessary money. Right now we got 15 tons total for potash and potassium, phosphate. So yeah, where we would have had probably, I don't know, 2 full tenders. So we just saved a lot of money and we're just putting it out where it's really needed. So yeah, it's pretty awesome to watch the spreader doing its thing across the field. Tina's scum binding right across the ditch here, finishing the last field of soybeans on shedder. And then we will probably go and combine some beans at the Heinz place on whatever is ready. They are calling for rain Sunday, so we'll see how far we get. So it's going a little slower now because I don't ban anymore across the rows, because it's just too rough on the machine. And as y'all probably noticed, I like to complain, but for a good reason. So this machine has section control, and that's it. But still, the section control, it doesn't do really sections. Once the whole spreader is out, the whole 90 feet worth that you are spreading is out of your band, it'll cut on, or when you come into your band, it'll cut off. But that's the section control. So this machine, it runs probably 300,000 or 400,000 brand new, and it really does not have a lot of technology on it. It's plain and simple machine. Where the Amazon spreaders, it has section control, meaning each spinner has about 5 sections it can cut on or off, and by doing that, the spinner on the back will either go slower, which serves as a section, and it won't spread it out as far anymore because it slows down, or it can speed up. So where that would be helpful is where I can drive on the pad all around the field and only spread one side of the spreader. Where this machine, can't do that. When you hit that button, it 90 feet. So with the Amazon spreaders and Hoogbal and I think Keen is the same, you can select only one side of the spreader and it'll only sling the stuff to the one side. So you can band your field around the edge, slinging the stuff into the field, and then you don't have to bounce across the rows. So right now I don't ban, I just go out as far as I can and back up and turn around, which takes a lot more time. But that's one of my complaints with this big machine. A little 3-ton spreader from Amazon that hooks onto the tractor is way more technology than this big green machine. I don't know of any add-ons we can add on this machine to make it do that, except for converting it to the Amazon setup, which is putting an Amazon bin on the back, basically convert this whole backside to the Amazon equipment, and it'll plug into the ISO bus and we can still run it off of the screen, which in my eyes is probably one of the best investments any farmer can make, because with that technology you can minimize loss on the fertilizer. You're for sure gonna save money, because you're not gonna sling them out in the ditches or in the turn roads. You can, when you have boundaries set that are perfectly correct around your field, you will keep all the little kernels of fertilizer, every single one of them will land in your field and not on the pads or the ditches or wherever you don't want it to be. So one day when I get to farm, it'll probably be my first investment. Try and do that, but for now, that's what I have to do. Let's go. See right there, it only needs 67 pounds of potash. We would have done a straight rate, it would be 150 pounds. That'll be, man, don't take me up on my maths, but that is just below 100 pounds too much. It's 100 pounds. I don't know what the fertilizer prices are now, but it's gonna add up. I can for sure tell you all that. So we're already saving right now, but we can save even more if we get some better technology, maybe on this machine, or get a different spreader. I don't know. Okay, so we are moving along. I filled up, this is the last of the potash. So I got these 3 fields to do, and then one across the ditch right there without cutting beans. So for lunch today we got the Subway and with the drink Monster Energy. So we got probably the chicken. Yeah, chicken teriyaki. Looks good. I'm gonna quickly take a lunch now.
Alright, well,
Take it from there. So I'm headed to the field where Tina's still cutting, so I'm gonna have to wait till he's done cutting before I can get a whole lot of this field. Because he's cutting on an angle and I'm going with the road, so. And then after this I need to, whenever we're done with the potash, I get to do it all over again with phosphate, so yeah. But like I said, we don't have a lot of phosphate, we only got 5 tons, so there's gonna be a whole lot of spots that I'm not even gonna drive over the field because they don't need anything, so. But I'm gonna have to go over the farm again. It is what it is. I'm just spreading crossroads now to get that little bitty spot back in here. As y'all can see, the beans are dry, but we got a lot of green stains. Beans are about 12%, but for some reason the stems stay green. Some beautiful big beans. That is the Asgrow 48X9, which Asgrow overall is a pretty good variety. For some reason they just love damage. Purple beans, if you don't get them out quick enough, they turn purple and the elevators will dock you for damage. They're dry. So we started back over again.
The number to beat is still 44. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying that's the number we've ever had is 44.
With phosphate starting all over again. Let me see if I can show you all the map. Y'all see field 8, field 7 and field 9 basically gets nothing. So we're just gonna go get that little bitty spots, a couple passes and it'll be done. Man, my window is dirty. So Tina's just got done combining, and then we'll probably go combining a little bit Haynes Place, maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday. I don't know, we'll see. This time around I'm going 20. Basically what holding me up is thinners in that field. I couldn't finish, I had to wait for the combine, so otherwise we could have been done already. But at least the beans are out, and that were some beautiful beans. We just made it to the field. I went by nutrient and picked up the cover crop. Yeah, it ain't much, but that's 30 acres worth. So we got cereal rye, crimson clover, and I don't know what else. We got a three-way mix. Let me pull it up on my phone. Radishes, cereal rye, crimson clover, and radishes. And we're gonna do 32 pounds to the acre. 32 acres. So the long ones, that is the cereal rye. Then you got a clover, it's the little bitty ones, and then the bigger ones is the radishes. Let's get it started. So we got a wind blowing straight out of the east going west, and my rows go north and south, so I really like the wind. It's not blowing that hard yet, so I'm not going very fast, since this cover crop will, even the slightest wind will blow it, so trying to keep it even. See if we can get it done. If I have any left over, I'll probably go around the field and ban it, but I don't want to do that and run short. And again, that just shows that we need a little more technology on this machine, because I could drive right here, sling it that way, and ban my field, but we don't have the technology. So we gotta compromise. So we just run out, we only put out 806 pounds, and there was 1,000 pounds in the bag apparently, so either the spreader is not reading right, so it's putting out a little more than supposed to, might not be calibrated right, which we bought it second hand like it, so we did not calibrate it. And I know we're most probably we are supposed to calibrate it before we try the cover crop, but we are not that big into cover crop yet. We're just trying it out. So anyway, the right way is to calibrate it. I don't disagree with that, but right now we don't have the time anyway. So because there are remaining 4 acres left, average pounds an acre, 30.5 pounds an acre, but it can say that that's what it's putting out, but you're supposed to, when you calibrate it, it's supposed to catch it at the back and then you put it on the scale and see what it reads. If the spreader say it put out 250 pounds and you actually put it on a scale and it reads 300 pounds, then you put the correct amount in there, and that's the way it calibrates itself. But it takes a little bit of time. But anyway, we got 26 acres of that 30 acre field spread. So I guess we'll have a check strip of 4 acres and see if the cover crop does help with any yield benefits or soil health or what. I guess that'll be our check strip. So I need to wash this thing off now with all the fertilizer and stuff. Yeah, I'm on a combine. We're gonna go cut beans. I'm done washing the spreader. So I'm gonna finish up at Rain's place and move down to Dennis before there's rain come on Sunday. Man, just look at this cotton. That field. That's a dry land, but golly, I don't know that. Either that's some good cotton dirt or we did something right on that field. Cotton looks real good. You'll see how poor these beans are. That's because of the deer damage. I'm getting a permit next year, that's for sure. And if we plant beans on this, on the Rain's place, like on this field again, I'm getting a permit and I'm shooting every single deer. First year we farmed this farm, we had the best bean crop on here, and for some reason we had no deer damage that year. But you can see it's getting better up there. But here was 55-60 bushel soybeans, about waist high that first year. But this year I don't know what the hell happened, but everybody was complaining about deer damage. It was outrageous. So my dad made it back. He was cutting stalks behind the cotton picker, and we pulled him from that to come and help us with the soybeans. Christina's is disking up on sharer, Christian is picking, Shirley is spearing bales. So it's pretty busy. See where we had no deer damage. Right here. So we basically lost over 20 bushels just to deer damage. Okay, so just before dark I broke a color bar, and I broke it right here where it overlaps with this one. As y'all can see, this is the actual cutter bar, that's the other piece. It's supposed to sit like this, and it completely broke. So I'm adding a little splice plate. I don't know what I call it. I call it splice plate. Anyway, I'm gonna put the blades on again, and it's gonna hold it all back together. So what we basically do now is we put the guards back and all the stuff that keeps the poly skids in place, and I put one new blade in. And now we'll see, maybe it'll last, finish the season out until it breaks again. Well, we're back to cutting this morning. Best I've seen was 60, and then just in the middle of the field, then we get to where the deer was on both ends, and it just completely sucks. Granted, this is irrigated, but this is also the field that was landformed last year, and we came in right behind the landformers and we just planted. So we probably should have ripped it or worked it up a little, but we didn't. We just dropped in here and let it go. But here y'all can see deer damage, replants. Yeah. It is what it is. Well, now we're gonna have a blast this fall shooting some deer. That's for sure. We're gonna thin them out. Y'all can see there's the whole bottom part is deer damage. That does not look like 60 bushel beans right there. They're not even knee tall. But I'll take it. It is pretty big beans though. Mostly 3 and 4 pod beans. Not too shabby. Yeah, my window's dirty, I know. We're still cutting along, we're almost done. Over here, Dennis cutting some shitty beans. We're watching some good rugby. South Africa versus Ireland today. The reason this field's doing this bad is because the deer, they kept it short all year long. So, main reason why this farm is doing bad is because of the deer.
Nice explained by Ben O'Keefe. The jackal was a monkey on Benambi on the jackal, which was from the chin.
And is also a little dry land field,
It was
about 8 acres.
just lying on the wrong side. Named to be great.
Well, we're gonna be done here soon and then go find something else to work on for the rest of the day. Now that is a beautiful sample of soybeans. Dusty. Pretty small. That this is Almer 46 D09. Pretty small beans, but they yield pretty good if they get water. The 48 XF9s that we got on this other field, it is huge beans. So that's why the yield is also way better than the small beans. But we are full now. We're waiting on a truck. Hopefully it'll be here soon. Back to the rock pit. Okay, so we got mostly done with this field. That right there, y'all can see that's the replanted stuff from the deer damage, so we can't cut that yet. We're gonna have to wait a couple days. That stuff is wet. So, but here y'all can see everything as green as below is above 50 bushel. All that red back in there, deer damage. So yeah, we are done for the day. We're done for the day, so we'll go see what we can do for the rest of the afternoon. So the only beans we have left is the stuff at 160 at Range Place and that little bit over here. So that'll get cut sometimes. I'm probably gonna go to Range Place quickly, go see what it looks like when I need to spray it, and then that'll be our next stuff that we cut. We'll probably do some tillage tomorrow, which is Sunday. I think they're gonna pick cotton. So yeah, I think the next video or two will be all about tillage again. But appreciate you all for watching, and let's keep this channel growing together, and hit that thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe, comment, share. Tell us, y'all come and tell us what y'all want to see, and we'll see if we can make it happen. But yeah, let's get going. Thank you all for watching. See you all in the next one.